Welcome, everybody, to the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast, a weekly podcast hosted by four drivers from the PDX Sim team. Myself, Sean, followed up by Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. Join us every Monday as we drop a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast where we talk about sim racing, motorsports, and street cars, and just kind of chit-chatting and bullshitting along the way. So join us every Monday for a new episode of the Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. We really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much, and enjoy the show. Real quick, if you're a sim racer and you're looking for a new sim rig, check out the affiliate link down below for Extreme Sim Racing. I run an Extreme Sim Racing cockpit for about a year and a half now, and I love it. It's well built. There's no flex. They got great customer service. They got all kinds of products. And right now, if you buy anything through the website, you get a month of iRacing for free. I think it's a month or 3 months. You're going to want to click the link and go check it out because you get some free iRacing to go along with your purchase. And they got Sim Magic gear and all kinds of stuff. So check out the Extreme Sim Racing affiliate link. We'd really appreciate it. Plus, they got some pretty great stuff. Also, if you're thinking about starting your own podcast like we did, check out the affiliate link for Buzzsprout. We chose Buzzsprout because it's easy to use, easy to figure out. And if you're new at this thing, check them out. Check the affiliate link. On your second build cycle, they're going to kick you back $20 in Amazon gift cards. So check it out. We'd really appreciate it. And also at the bottom, there's a support the show link. That'll take you to our PayPal account. If you'd like to donate to the show, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for listening and enjoy the show. All right, guys, welcome. My voice is back, pretty much. Welcome to episode 26 of the DGDR podcast. And with me, as always, are the boys, Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. What up, fellas?
Hello, hey, guys.
What up?
Hello,
Good evening, everybody. How you doing? Thanks for listening to the show.
Yeah.
Welcome.
How about this last week's of races?
Yeah, I haven't raced too much. Did a little ACC and a little F1, but not too much.
Oh, yeah, I saw you did a little bit of the F1s, eh?
Yep, Challenge 2's out for the esports little qualifier. And,
nice.
Ooh, Jesus. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. You got to be up there. I think I ranked like 4,700th. Out of so many. Dude, it's insane.
4,700th out of how many?
A lot. Not sure how many,
so
but it's a lot.
So we could say a lot.
I would say probably 15, 20,000.
Okay, so 15, 20,000. So you're in the top 25%. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad. But
listen, we're trying to help you out here.
Right? Yeah. It is what it is. Those mother effers are aliens in that game. 110 on the AI. I think I had mine at like 56.
Oh, are you kidding me? Hold on a second. Did I miss the Daytona 500?
Yep, you did. It was today.
Oh my gosh, how did I miss it?
How?
Jesus Christ.
Jimbo, come on.
Oh my gosh, are you fucking kidding me?
I forgot.
It was a great race until...
Oh, thanks. Appreciate they keep telling me more about it.
Tell them more.
Man, I am so mad right now. I'm so mad right now. I cannot believe I missed it.
Did you just totally forget? You forgot?
Hey. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. Hey, Sean, you need to find the music and play it just so I can say,
all right.
And they got a bigger trophy.
And you know what? Here you go. Hit it.
Woo! And they got a bigger trophy.
And bow, bow. Yep.
They got a bigger trophy. That's all it is. They got a bigger trophy. I'm actually really sad that I missed it because Daytona is one of those races I love to watch.
Yeah.
So, a quick NASCAR before we go into, I guess, Gran Turismo or anything else. Quick NASCAR. How was it, Todd, since you watched it?
It was good. Yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. won. But at the very end, there was a couple cautions, and the race finished under, whatever, I guess, the flag. But yeah, he got to the line before they called it, so he won. And I think it was 199 races he went without a win. So for him to, win that one the way he did. You know, at 199, I guess he'll take it any way he can get it. You know, it's Daytona. So
especially being able to be written in history as a Daytona 500 winner too. That's a big thing.
Yeah, he'll be on all the talk shows tomorrow, and he'll be doing the tour all week. And he's
bump to his career.
Commercials, and I mean, not that he wasn't a multimillionaire already, but with all the endorsements and deals.
Yep,
and
here
shit
come the deals. Comes the cash.
Certainly helps out. Certainly helps out.
It definitely does. So congrats to him on that. But it was a good back and forth race. For the most part, it was clean. Jimmy Johnson drove really well. He started in the very back. Who else? God, what the hell's his name?
It doesn't matter.
Stunt rider and does all the crazy shit.
Travis?
Pastrana?
Yeah, Travis Pastrana was in the race.
Oh, shit.
He got caught up at the very end. He stayed clean and shit. He was in the back, but it was actually pretty funny at the start of the race. He's like, I can't believe it, boys. We're at Daytona 500. And he's like, and then he said the Catalina wine mixer. He didn't say the fucking Catalina wine
mixer. Love that guy.
Love it.
Oh, shit.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
But, he got caught up at the very end of the wreck. But other than that, he did pretty much 500 miles.
Damn.
He said this was one of the most exciting things I've ever done.
Oh, I could have
direct quote from Travis Pastrana.
Wow.
Pastrana?
I mean, the guy's done everything for him to, get a ride into the Daytona 500, and fuck, dude.
That's good.
195, 200 miles an hour side by side, for 500 miles. Fuck, dude.
It's got to be exciting.
Yeah, that's a workout.
If you go on the NASCAR channel, Kevin Harvick, they had just his bumper. They do bumper, hood cam. They'd go to like 3 different. No sound of him talking, just sound of the car and him running the race. And dude, I would say a good majority. I watched more of that than the actual race because he was doing really well, and just him in the pack and just seeing those cars dancing and how close they are and shit like that. It just, those guys are really, really talented.
So in the general chat, I'm posting something that will help all of us out. And to everybody out there, go to motorsports.com/all/schedule/2023. And it'll give you all of the race events happening, whether it's super bikes, NASCAR, Formula One, Formula E, gives us all the events. So
sweet.
So there is a cheat, so you don't miss out on what you want to see. MotoGP starting March 12th, first testing. I will be watching MotoGP this year.
Ooh, it's just on the old Peacock.
It's good.
Yeah, that's on Peacock too. So I will be watching the entire series. Like, I cannot wait to watch MotoGP.
It's fun.
It was so good last year. So, just a hint. Now, let's talk about Gran Turismo this last week.
Yeah, are you still done?
I'm done. I'm done with Gran Turismo. I'll hop on Monday nights and play it with you guys just because. But for the most part, I'm switching over to ACC and sticking with a lot of league racing. It was just such a wreck fest on Monday night. I was just done with it. Like watching from behind and getting involved in just people smashing people off. I'm done with it. If you can't have a clean race, then why even try?
Yeah, I took a break from it this week as well.
I'm just done. I hopped on the ACC and I've started building my career up and getting my safety rating up so I can start racing.
And on the PC, correct?
On the PC, not on
console.
PS5.
That's what I did. Okay. I played some.
And
ACC.
I realized that. Yeah, I realized I'm probably going to have to upgrade.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I realized I'm probably going to have to upgrade my computer and put in a little bit bigger graphics card.
It's more power.
It's running a little slow. Yeah, more power. Get it a little bit clear. I did some tweaks and got it to be pretty clear. It's not as clear as PS5, but it runs and feels better than PS5 actually.
Oh.
So, yeah.
It does.
And,
okay.
Oh yeah. It feels better than PS5. It's easier to set up your car too. So, that's really nice. Like going in and doing my car setups was a lot easier because you're not having to scroll with your D-pad. I can literally just go in with my mouse, click on what I need to click on, and get it done really, really fast, and it's done and over with, and I'm back in the race.
Right. So just that little thing as well is you can upload those setups off the websites and actually have them right in there without having to manually put them on PC.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've chosen the Porsche to race in.
Mm-hmm.
And man, with the setup that I found, that car is screaming fast.
Hell yeah.
Screaming fast. I'm really, really enjoying the Porsche. So,
nice.
But again, I've got to do a couple of things to smooth the game out, which means I'm going to be investing like probably $2,000 in a new video card.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Woo. God damn.
Wow.
God damn.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Let me say that one more time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, man. I know. I got on the old ACC trying to learn Coda and actually found a little groove to it. And I did an hour race with the pit stop. Everything was going great. Came up shy on fuel. And on the last lap of that hour, ran out of gas.
No.
Yeah, went from second.
Excuse me, I was wrong. It's not $2,000. It's oh no! A loser one. Oh no! No, it's somewhere between $1,200 and $1,800.
Oh.
Sorry, I was wrong.
God.
So
Bill.
yeah. Oh boy, I can't believe that happened to you there, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh,
it is.
boy,
Yeah,
that's hurtful.
just a little. Almost made it.
Yep.
Almost made it.
Sucks.
Oh,
Mike
it was
and I
fun.
had
It was fun. It was fun. And you guys had shits and giggles?
We had shits and giggles. It was we got one more race for the season.
Mm-hmm.
And Mike and I underperformed.
Yep.
The car was fine, but Gran Turismo does its usual thing where everything is fine in practice and then everything switches as soon as you turn it into an actual race.
Right.
Car completely switched on me.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Just
so I had to do weird
different.
things. Yeah. I had to, my braking bias had to change it completely.
Yeah.
Had to change the car completely whilst and basically had to relearn how to race it. You know,
wow.
And that's, yeah. It's not awesome.
But
it's not awesome.
The strategy was there, though.
Yes, strategy was there. Mike was like, one stop, do this, and we can make it. And We did. I ended up 4th. Mike had a spin, so he was a little bit further back. I felt really bad for him because he did a good job. And then Joker ran into him right at the start on the second race and sort of took him out, put him at the back for the rest of the race. And I ended up coming in second.
Oh, nice.
In that race. I should have had first, but Mike and I forgot to do something to the car. And I also forgot to change oil in the car, so I was 2 horsepower down.
Oh, dirty oil.
Which really affects you on the straight. So, but through the corners, oh boy, through the corners, I was all over those Subarus. All over the Subarus.
That's why I was that change was made, because I knew with that course, if we just stuck it, the power of it would just rip through the corners.
Well, and it helped. They had advantage out of slow speed corners.
Yeah.
They did not have advantage through those sweepers at all. That car, you could set the car into a 4-wheel drift, and that car was fast through turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. It was fast through all the uphill S's and downhill S's. Boy, it was.
The only place I was really losing was the double right-hander out into the back straight.
Yep, that's the only place I was losing it too. Everywhere else, I was fast as, if not faster than. Ooh. So, but
I got pole position driving it like I was like in race, short shifting and everything.
Yeah.
Like it was, the car is fast, and
the car is fast. Yeah. Well, it was fast last week too.
Yeah. If we can just actually drive it to its actual capabilities, and we actually get the game to cooperate, Suzuka, it's over.
Yeah, Suzuka could be a big issue for
that car is so goddamn fast. Yeah, they're gonna die, because we're gonna stay with and have to stop half as much. It's gonna be worse there for them.
Yeah, the Subarus suck down a ton of fuel, so. If we do what we did last week, we got them.
Nice.
So if we drive like we did yesterday, we'll be good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I should put it this way: if we don't drive, if we actually drive better than yesterday, we'll be good. Sorry, confusing myself. But again, I think I'm going to be sticking to mostly league races. And I'll be hopping on Monday nights just because everybody else is. But
how about Nations and Manu?
I don't know yet.
Oh,
honestly,
up in the air.
Yeah, so we'll see how the first week goes.
Yeah,
I totally understand how Jim feels about it. Like, but I myself, I did a lot of races this week.
Nice.
A lot of the drag trail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had to completely rebuild my brakes.
Oh.
They had loosened up, and I had caught one of the anti-lock brake wires.
Oh,
the rumble wires.
Mm-hmm.
And it had somehow caught it, and it was in half. So I had to I had to fix it.
Oh,
but
wires.
It's working fine.
Good.
Yep, tiny little wires.
Yes,
like tiny.
Those things are real. I had to be super careful when I put that dampener on. Just let that pinch nose and give it enough slack, because those are very fragile. They'll rip out super easy if you're not careful.
Luckily, it was right in the middle. It was like right dead center. Good. So I had enough room to where I was able to splice it back together. But it sucked.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So.
What else? Yeah, F1 22, if anyone races in that, the esports qualifiers open up Challenge 2. It's pretty fun. You got to rewrite history. You're Lewis Hamilton, and you're in Abu Dhabi, and you got to beat Max. And it's a tough one, but it's fun. Couple laps.
Yeah, like tough.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun one. So, if anyone's doing F1 22, give it a shot. Have a blast with that. And then we got a big week coming up, because Drive to Survive's coming out on Friday. And then got the round 1 is March 5th. It's coming up quick. I can't wait for F1. And then this big week for GT7 with the VR2. And on the update, I heard we're getting some cars as well, but nothing that
Nothing to write home about.
we're going to use. Probably good to look at, but not to drive.
I have to say that old open wheel looks like it's really fun.
The Honda one, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be crazy.
That's
kind of cool.
Good.
That's probably going to be daily A
right.
in a week or two. Once that comes out, it'll be.
That'll be cool with the VR. I'm fucking so stoked on that shit. I got confirmation, everyone. It's shipped. An estimated date is the 22nd, so I should have it on launch day when I get home from work. It should be here. So fucking, I'm stoked. It's gonna be awesome.
And I thought we talked about
and
this.
Groot too this week, right? Oh, I wish.
Or you're taking the next day off.
I gotta work both days. That's what sucks. But Friday I have off. Friday I got off, so I'll be messing with it a lot. But I'm excited for the Group 2s in it to see how that goes, and then it'll be a good test for nations and manufacturers to see how that is and everything.
We've got Formula One testing starting on the 25th.
Ooh, yeah.
Formula One. I think has everybody released their cars now? I know Mercedes.
So.
I know all the big teams have.
Yeah. I think
so. That's very exciting.
Oh, the Mercedes looks so good.
Yep, they stayed with the shark.
Yep.
They stayed with the
I was surprised on that.
Gills.
I thought for sure side pod would be coming back, but no siree. I mean, it looks like it's got a little bit more definition. It does poke out a little bit more, but yeah, it's still there.
Yeah.
Still there. I wonder how it's going to work out. And I love the exposed carbon. They're like, we're not going to paint. We're going to save that little bit of weight.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is you're not going to see a ton of paint this year because of.
And didn't Haas do that too? They went almost exposed.
Yep. Everybody's trying to get down to the minimum weight.
Right.
So
I know. I was listening to something. And they were laughing. They're like, soon enough, we're just going to have a field of black cars out there.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is this. If you look at cars 20 years ago, what was the actual? Hold on, let me find it. There's been a huge difference in weight from the new cars to the old cars. And this is an issue that I've had. I understand you're going to add weight with the battery packs and the extra stuff on the engines, but I think they're significantly different than what they used to be. You know, the old V10 cars were super, super light, and then they went into the turbo hybrid era, and they gained like 3 people's worth of weight.
Oh yeah, put it on that holiday weight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what they were doing.
Let's see what the difference is. 2022 minimum weight was 1,700 pounds or 798 kilograms. How much did the old one weigh? Oh my gosh. Of course, they're only showing the new ones. That's fucking awesome. Thanks. 2017, how much Formula One car weigh? Okay, let's do this.
Not
Sorry, this is all on the fly, guys.
On the fly.
So the weight has increased by 138 kilograms. What is that? 2.5 pounds per kilo? Is that right, or somewhere around there?
I'm gonna say
2.3.
I don't know
Let's
the conversions.
go.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
it's
what are the
2.3.
conversions there, Mike?
It'd be like 4 stone 30.
Oh, 4 stone 30. Yeah. There you go. For our British followers, for the people in the UK, about 4 stone 30. So that's right.
I just said.
That's like 3 to 350 pounds. So That's me plus a bit of weight. That's how much it's increased. I'm fat. Think about that.
Why do they go that fast then?
I don't know.
Right?
I don't know. It's like put me in the engine compartment and drive around a little bit, because it's going to slow you down. It's not great.
Some pounds.
Not happy to know that they just are heavier. Do something to drop the weight on those cars.
I know, and you'd think too, with all that aero they have on them now, sucking them to the ground, they could lose some poundage.
Yeah, again, the part of the problem is the old electric system.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I heard. God, who was it?
Yeah,
Mercedes saying they're going to play around with the ballast to find that sweet spot with the balance of the weight. So everyone's like looking forward to that and testing. Dude, I got a good feeling about McLaren. I think Aston's probably going to do pretty well. I think Haas might even do pretty well. I think a lot of the teams are going to do good.
The changes that they made have just balanced everything nicely for everyone. So it's made it competitive. Look at how competitive last season was,
right?
Compared to previous 4, 5, 6 seasons.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
A lot closer.
There was a chance for certain constructors been battling and stuff at the end. There was a chance for, you know what I mean? It wasn't just, obviously Max blew it out, but it's been different.
Right. You think Red Bull's they're obviously the favorite as far as winning the season, but you think they're going to be? I think Mercedes will give them a run. I'm the Ferrari boy, so I'm hoping those boys are out there.
I'm going to go with that thing I sent you, Jim, there. I'm going to go with Ferrari as a possible winner this year.
Ooh,
yeah. Really?
Welcome to the red side.
Interesting. Yeah, I can't cheer for Ferrari.
They're my number one.
That video of history repeating itself, if it actually does, and I'm gonna cheer for Ferrari. If you look back in history, the last 5-6 years are basically a repeat of the 5-6 years before that. It's in who's won, the English and the French, Ferrari, and now it's Ferrari's turn to win again.
Yes, I hope so.
Well, we'll see what happens. I don't think McLaren has not been playing up their chances at all. McLaren is actually going, I don't think we have that good a car this year.
Ooh,
which is sad.
Looks good.
And they've got to change. Well, and the problem is McLaren has a change in management.
Right.
So I think that's going to cause a huge effect also.
And driver.
So.
Yeah, one of their Ricardo's hanging out with the Red Bull boys.
Yep. Ricardo's over there, and did I hear that he was faster in the simulator than Perez was?
Uh-oh.
I heard there's a rumor that he was faster than Perez in the simulator. I don't know if it's true.
Right.
So don't take my word.
Just speculation.
Don't take my word for it. Just speculation.
My gut says Danny is in by mid-season.
Whoa.
Okay. Now,
wow.
Since I should make you bet something for saying that. I think I should make you bet something.
5 loonies.
Think about it.
5 two. I want you to put 5 toonies on it.
Okay, I'll put 5 toonies on it. Yeah, I'll put
How much is a toonie?
$2.
It's $2.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, man, that's a bold statement. I mean, I'm not. The sad thing is, I'm not discounting it.
Right.
I am not discounting that there's a.
Oh, that could totally happen.
Especially if Perez doesn't follow team orders.
Right. Yeah, and he's got to be in that top 3. They want him on that podium because they want constructors.
Well, I'm just wondering if he decides to not let Max pass or,
right?
He's
like, it's my turn. I want a championship.
Like him.
Yeah.
Weren't they pals? They pals?
After last year and all that crap and whatnot, Max owns Red Bull right now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One thing from Sergio, and Max is like, put Danny in now.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm walking. Kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'm not putting up with shit.
That's the possibility, yeah.
That's what I think is going to happen. That's why I'm saying by mid-season, Danny's going to be in there.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's going to be interesting, too, because...
Everybody needs to remember that.
Max is on Drive to Survive this year.
Max likes Danny.
But I thought, too, when Danny was there, they didn't get along.
No, they liked him. They didn't get along. Danny didn't like the way that he was being treated by Red Bull.
Okay.
It wasn't necessarily Max.
Right.
It was the fact that they were making Max the star of the show, and they weren't really giving him what he needed and what he deserved.
So much politics.
Kind of thing. So, yeah, it was more politics than anything. So, he still kind of, at the same time, thought he was should be number 1. He was still a kid. So, and he was right at the time. He should have been treated better than he was.
Right.
But
Max has been there forever.
Was still learning. But now Max is king. And Max wants his buddy back. And Danny knows at this point in time, it's, he wants his ride. He does what he's told in a way,
You do what you're told, boy. And then Schumacher over reserve driver for Mercedes.
Yep.
I mean, do you think eventually when Lewis decides to go, they got him locked in and they just bring him in?
Yep.
Because, I mean, he's a Mercedes boy, his daddy.
That's why they said to him, they said, you have a home here. Your Mercedes was built around Schumacher. So you'll have a ride here.
Right. Yeah. That'll be crazy. Yeah, I'm excited for F1. I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
It's going to be good. And I'm excited for Drive to Survive just because I want to hear how Max talks in that because he's joining the group this year. Little confessionals and things. So that will be interesting to hear him talk about certain stuff. So, yeah, that's going to be a good big week, guys. Big week. And, I mean, let's jump into a little Coach Max Corner. To see what these races are next week. Coach Max.
Yeah, Coach Max.
Because PSVR2 comes out. So this is a big week. Do you think these are going to be good for that?
I have to say that with the VR coming out, it's actually going to be a really interesting week for those with the VR.
It's going to be a humdinger.
So we're going to start off with Daily A. And for those with the VR, or even those that aren't, hopefully it is one of those no SRDR races, which it should be, because it's Colorado Springs Lake dirt track.
Oh. In
the Renault R5 Turbo for 5 laps of dirt tires. So that would be
if it's, you know what, if that race is no DR, I might be in it.
Yeah.
Because I'm just thinking, especially though with the VR as well, that could be really interesting and fun because you're going to get like the cockpit, you're going to get dirt spray.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's the smoke from the dirt and everything. Like it's going to be interesting, I think. Daily B looks like it could be a little fun, short one. It is short, unfortunately, but it's Catalan GP with no chicane in the Group 3. 4 laps, racing medium tires, so a bit of traction. Which again could be a fairly fun one for VR in the Group 3 cars. So, and then comes the big one. It's Majori full reverse in the Group 2 for 10 laps with 7 times tire wear, 2 times fuel on the racing mediums and racing softs, both required.
Yeah.
Dirty air.
Hold on. Stop. Wait. Stop for a second. What tires?
racing medium and softs.
Yes.
Hold on, wait.
They heard you, Jimbo, and we need to bring Jimbo back. Throw him a line. Hook him in.
Jimbo's rants.
Reel in that fish.
But
So, like, realistically,
why not
look
be
at it,
racing softs for the sprint race?
that's what I was gonna say. But at the same time, though, like mediums and medium soft are like is actually pretty good.
Oh,
for
that's
the two
gonna be
races.
good. That'll be a good one.
I mean, like, it could be better. It could have the soft on the short one.
Right.
It should be 5 laps. But it is what it is. We'll take what we can get for now.
And two, going in that direction, dude, you can through the S's, you can cut so much of that.
Yeah,
you're gonna haul ass.
I'll let you know. Obviously the usuals is going GTR, and the NSX are the go-tos. Lexus will also be competitive as well. Tires will be a bit of an issue, it looks like. So, and especially if they do not have a dirty air fix with the update, with the VR and everything, which is rumored that could be a bit of dirty air fix, which could make things really nice.
Yes, good.
Well, it would help.
Oh, big time.
Well, they've had a few people have been on, some of the top guys who work with Gran Turismo, like Mikhail Zazal was on all week this week testing cars.
Oh,
so
hopefully they're getting that feedback then. Make a little tiny changes.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh, yeah, and then I heard. Go ahead.
I just want to say though, I think Group C, the Daily C, and the Group 2 will be a good VR race as well, because it does have a very decent view to begin with. So
elevation changes.
Hey, that's gonna be wow, man!
Yeah,
a lot of elevation changes.
I'm actually very jealous of the fact that you get to do that this week.
Oh, I can't wait.
I wonder if they're going to do an update to the shitty roulette system, or just get rid of it.
Right? Yeah, I don't even do mine ever.
Yeah, I mean, come on, 5,000.
Yeah, I don't even do it.
Well, it's an insult.
Is I have to say, as I opened up yesterday, I opened up 4 tickets, and 2 of them were 6-star, and on both those 6 stars, I got Group 1 VGT cars.
Oh,
awesome! Yeah.
And then on 2 3-stars I got a Group 4 Mustang, and then I got $5,000.
I did 3 the other day, and I had 25 grand out of 3.
I personally have to say that I've been very lucky lately, and the roulette has been very profitable. Even the ones before that, I got $500,000, another $500,000. So I don't know.
It's funny because Tish opened up a bunch at one time, and he got one that was good out of 12.
Damn. Speaking of Tish, did you guys see his birthday stream?
I did not, but I heard that he had a bit. I heard he had a bit to drink.
Dude, it was crazy. At one point I was watching, he was totally fine. I left and picked up my kids, came home and checked on it an hour later.
Trash.
And he couldn't even talk right. Dude, he was like you could not understand a word he said at all.
That's awesome.
All there is drive. That was hilarious. Yeah, he was trashed. So I suggest anybody going back and watching that, because it was pretty entertaining. Oh yeah,
that's great.
That's
just
funny.
Fucking trashed. It was awesome. Oh, I just felt sick though. It made me feel sick watching him that drunk, because I'm just like, oh my god, you're gonna feel like shit tomorrow. I can feel it for you, because that is the worst.
It can be. It can be, definitely. Yeah. I don't necessarily know that I have a rant. It's with Gran Turismo. itself. It's the drivers that I really have a rant with from this last week. It was just bad. It was just bad. Like many people driving really, really bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're just plowing through, worse than usual too. It is worse than
it's just getting worse and worse.
My races, I raced in both accounts a couple times, like Malott and Stacy, but I did see some like, oh my god, like plow throughs and stuff at times, but it wasn't terrible for me. I myself in the races didn't have a bad time. It was more almost every time was my own stupidity,
right?
Kind of thing. And almost every time was somewhere it shouldn't have been. You know what I mean? Like like the mistakes were like I just got sloppy. It wasn't like the death chicane. I had a couple incidents, but the majority of it, I had no problem flying through there. It was other places, you know, getting off the curb a little too hard and it just spun me out or something, or you know. So
well, the problem I have with people is they don't know where to pass. I mean, beyond the intentional just bashing people off the track, the people not knowing where to put their car. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, like, people just don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Right.
Like, today, we'll just put it this way. Racing against Junkie. Like, he and I going back and forth for the last few laps in the first race. And literally, it was he and I going back and forth. Like, it was great racing. You know, I would catch up in a certain area and catch up to him and pass him, and then he would get me on the straight, and then we go and do it all again. You get into the dailies, and it's like people just
right.
There's not any good racing. People want to just push you off the track. You know, they don't have any patience.
Yeah. And they don't race for the race, like the joy of racing. They race to try to whatever it takes to hold that one position or whatnot, or get that one position, you know, instead of just racing for the battle, like the back and forth battle. Like maybe you get them, maybe you don't in the end, but it's the fun that's involved with it, you know?
Yeah. And I've had races where I haven't gotten in front of that dude to win. But damn, it was such an enjoyable race because it was back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I would actually rather have a race like that and come in, you know, behind the person I was racing against than just have a shit race of people bashing into you. I mean, or even, you know, I just don't.
Yeah, no one's having fun. You're not enjoying it.
It's not fun. I'm not enjoying it. I'm definitely not enjoying it. I'd rather go and play against AI on ACC.
Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did.
You know?
Yeah, you got to take a break.
Yeah,
take that break.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's just bad. And like, there's nothing you can do about it. There's no reporting system. There's nothing. There's no penalty for people playing like garbage. There's none. You know, okay, so they get a 4-second penalty. They come into the next race and just destroy your race again because that's what's allowed. Like, there's no major DR hits for anybody. There's no actually bumping them down to the next level, like in sport.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is like the whole SR causing DR resets doesn't happen anymore like it used to. They need, and I honestly think what they need to do is kind of go back to that sort of strict SR, where like even where if you're bump drafting, your SR can drop, and then also make it harder to get it back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they've made it to get. Well, I should put it this way: they've made getting DR so difficult
Yeah, once
to
you're
get
an
now.
A, yeah, it's fucking super hard.
Yeah.
Dude, it's it's easy to lose it, but it certainly isn't easy to get it back.
Mm-mm.
They should have it so that like make it SR easier to lose, so that it is more costly to even tap cars, kind of thing. So the dirtier drivers are penalized harder for that in the end. Make it harder to get the SR back, but also change it so that the DR gain is statistically equivalent to your SR level in a way. So you get full DR gain if your SR is up full.
Well, and they need to make it to where your DR
multiplier is decreased, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Well, the problem is that your DR is heavily affected by dropping. Like your DR drops, really easily, but your DR gain is hardly anything ever.
Yeah, but they go back to the old way where you could get DR was a little easier to get.
Yes,
like I said, like the SR goes down easier, but then make it harder to gain back up. So yeah, if your max levels, you get good DR. But if you drop down an SR because you're dirty, or even if something, you know what I mean, again, occasionally it's going to affect the clean driver. But the clean driver is going to be a little easier to get back. Whereas the dirty driver is going to have a real hard time getting forward and getting his ranking back up. You know what I mean? Like in his SR back up, because he doesn't know how to drive properly and drive clean enough to not get SR dings. And it's going to drop all those guys down, and it's going to keep them down because they're never going to be able to get not frustrated in a race in a drops SR lobby, that they're not going to be banging off everybody. You know what I mean? So they'll never be able to make it back. They'll never and have an SR that maybe make it like ACC where you can play offline to get your stats up. You know what I mean? Like, so that you can get your save. Like if your safety drops, you're not even allowed online.
I mean, I think that's not a bad thing to actually kick people offline if their safety drops.
And then now you have to and it's you might the AI might be easy to beat, but you have to beat them cleanly.
Right.
You got to drive. It brings people to your single player mode now, and you're going to have to drive clean as a whistle against the slow, bad AI, in hopes that you can get yourself back online. It would take care of all that. And how many of those fucking dirty drivers that go around banging shit for just the bang shit and be an asshole are going to take all that time?
Right. Yeah, they'll give up. They'll give up.
Back. Exactly. Yeah. And it's going to clean the lumps up. They need to put in something like ACC in that aspect where it's hard to, you know what I mean? And you can't go online without it.
Right.
I mean, strict up those
ASR.
A
certain level.
Yep. Exactly. And it would clean up the lobbies so much, because I had a bad race because of all that. You know what I mean? That guy's going to be gone. Yeah, I'm down a bit. I could, you know what? Go on to a drop split SR lobby, or because I can do it with no problem, go do 3-0 races single player, and not have to worry about having another drop and then come back to the online. Even though I could have went online still, like have that option. You know what I mean? To stay away from the dirty, to get my SR quickly fixed because it got damaged a bit because of them. And boom. I find it easy as hell to race against the AI. I know how they're going to react for the most part.
Yeah.
Where they're going to slow down and just cruise around, take that moment or two, not have to rush, and then go, boom. Guess what? Perfect race. Like I do that quite often. I set up my own custom races and just race from the back of the pack and try to. It's easy to win, but try and do it absolutely perfect. no off-track mistakes, no, not even a tap on the AI. Oh, I just barely tapped him. Restart.
Yeah, because that's always a given.
Until I can go through the whole field without one incident. You know what I mean? It's hard, but it's not hard.
No.
If you understand the etiquette and driving standards, make the game that way. Make it the real driving simulator.
Right. Yeah.
You're supposed to. You know what I mean? Force people to drive like they're supposed to. By making it hard as fuck to be able to race.
Right.
Not
to give it to them. Tell them about Jesus.
Don't do things that make you look bad. Oh, I don't care if I look bad. I think that's funny. I'm going to do it anyways.
Right.
Take that out of their hands.
It's either that or their car is ghosted all fucking race.
Yeah.
So they can't punch you. They can't bang.
Yeah.
Well,
that'd be great.
That's a good thing too, but at the same time,
your car's
it doesn't teach them
the whole race.
Yeah, it doesn't teach them though, because now if you give them that benefit of ghosting, they don't have to even slow down for you.
Right.
They'll just go through it and just drive. They won't have to actually learn race etiquette and racecraft. Yeah, it's a great idea.
And I think too, they would get bored of that and be like, I'm not doing this. I can't crash nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, but the bad drivers need to be punished. So what you said, Mike, or just being ghosted, or fucking both.
Yep.
That way they can't ruin other people.
Because I think it even if you had to your SR had to be certain level, or you couldn't even be online, would be a good start. Make it your SR drop a little easier for being dirty.
That too. Yep.
And take it so you have to go offline to
I like that idea.
Do that because again, that alone will make people not want to do it because. Yeah, you might do it once. Okay, just go offline, whatever. Fucking grind it back quickly, or take the night to grind it back because you're an idiot, and come back on the next day. You're not going to want to do that every other day. You're going to do it once, twice. Fuck this shit.
3 times a lady.
But you know what I mean? It's really going to discourage that dirty. And because guess what? You just had to do 3-4 nights worth of driving in the last 2 months to get your SR back up.
Just to go online.
You've now learned how to race clean. And now you're subconsciously, fuck, I don't want to do that again. Whoa, slow down. You know what I mean? It really, I honestly think something like that would actually change a lot because I don't want to have to do that every other night.
Oh, fuck no.
See, and I'm the skeptic that says these guys race to do what they do.
Yeah.
Because we know that there's a huge amount of these dudes that just race to do what they do. They can race cleanly, but they don't want to.
But that's the thing, Jim. If you have to go and race cleanly to get your back to where you were to do that to the guy, and it's going to take you all damn night, it's not going to be worth your while to be that kind of a person because you've got to keep doing that. You got one race in. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, now you got to go grind for an hour to get back on and go be a dickhead again. Eventually, they're going to get sick of it.
Yeah, they'll still do it. But
so like, fuck it, I just can't shit on people all the time.
Some of them will grind it, but the majority of those people are going to slowly dwindle off and then, fuck this shit. I don't want to do this anymore.
Exactly.
Right.
It's not going to 100% fix, but it's going to take, I would say, a good portion of that shit out.
Yeah, it'll definitely. Yeah, exactly.
75 to 80%. I think it would deter people. Like, fuck this one. I got to grind. Just so I can be a dickhead. Fuck that.
Right.
Yeah, and then when you get a lobby, like for example, you had there, Todd, last week or a week before there, where it was a plus B lobby. Even though that guy's a BDR, he knows enough not to fucking bang into you.
You would
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would make that more likely that you could almost say trust people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To drive properly around you more so. Like I said, I'm not saying it's going to fix everything, but I think something like that could fix it. It would take
Oh,
a
yeah,
little
it
while, but I
definitely
think it
helped.
would make things a lot better if you had to really struggle to maintain. Now,
And
like
yeah, to any of the listeners,
it's a
if you
struggle
have
to
any
maintain
ideas, message us
DR.
on Instagram.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be a struggle to maintain DR. It should be a struggle to maintain SR and the allowed online access. That's what the struggle should be.
Yeah.
Like your DR shouldn't take quite as much hit.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah.
And you should be able to gain DR.
Yep.
It should be the SR that affects everything.
Yep.
Not your DR kind of thing. So that's
Yeah.
And then you know when you're with an
shit.
S person, you should be pretty safe. Once they dip to that A and that B, keep them all to themselves. Keep them all.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't even
Like
put because exactly. I hate when they mix them and you have SR, S's, and A's, and sometimes there was like a D or C.
How many cars are allowed to race online? 16.
16.
So when you go on, and if you're an A rank driver, you should be in a lobby with fucking 15 other fucking A drivers.
Yep.
If you're an A plus, you should be able to go out any time of the fucking day or night, and there should be 15 other motherfuckers with the same skill level as. But no, there aren't.
And that's what sucks. That's how many people have left
like,
that they can't even.
Well, that's the thing.
You can't even get a lot with 15 fucking other people.
SR, A's, and B's.
Dude, it's pathetic.
It comes down to, like I was saying, like if you can fix the dirtiness in a way, it'll bring more people back. And then even when you do have a mixed lobby, it won't be like it is now where it's absolute fucking chaos, because the mixed lobby will, everybody's going to be SRS, perfect SR. The guy with the BGDR isn't necessarily a bad driver. He's just lower DR. He's still a good driver. He's clean. He knows what he's doing, that kind of thing. So you won't have to ever worry about him doing something stupid because he knows best, because his SR is clean. You know what I mean? Like, so that right now you have a mixed lobby. Well, my SR is S. Well, fuck, it's easy to keep that. I'm still a piece of shit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, that's the problem we have right now.
Yep,
you know what I mean?
Banging in.
So that guy can't get into that lobby, or if he does, unfortunately, once, that's his night done.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, basically, in a way, it's almost a ban. You know what I mean? Like,
it is.
Maybe even say, unfortunately, for the ones that get involved with it, and it might affect an innocent here, there, everywhere at times. But make it so that if your SR drops to a point that you can't even go online, like a 50, like on ACC, you have to have a safety of 50 or more to even do any races, let alone the competitive server races.
Right.
So if it drops you below 50, it goes to 0. You know what I mean? Or after somebody drops to 50, it goes to 0. So, like, you've been warned twice, you've gone down to 50, you're offline, fix your crap, right? Third time, you're down to 0.
Yep.
Now you have to struggle for 3 weeks to a month to get your
unlock that.
Now, Kimi Vellicini is not going to bother anymore, because Jesus Christ, I got to go for it's going to take me a month to get myself back on online. Not even just, I mean, just to get myself back online, not alone to the top lobbies again where I cause all my shit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I honestly think that'll be the fix.
Mm-hmm. No, that sounds good.
Make safety rating the most important thing.
Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, you hit people, you don't, you even get a time penalty or no?
No.
People.
And then, your SR doesn't even go down when you're taking people out.
Yeah, exactly. Now look at, like,
brake checking and shit like that. Yeah, sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Any contact, accidental or not, is points against.
It's a penalty.
Yeah.
Yep, you're getting
your safety rating goes down.
Their best behavior.
That's like when they did that on sport. Everyone figured it out at one point, and they were on their best behavior. Because you tapped anybody, you're getting like a 2 second. Yeah, it was something ridiculous.
Like ACC, like, does, like, if you have somebody who is like an unnamed person, that likes to bang into the back ends of people and their teammates and stuff like that all the time, someone like that in ACC would be toasted almost within a race or two, because every incident, every condo,
take a hit.
You would now you're offline. You can't get back on. Go race the you know, that's what it has to take. I honestly think they have to make it so it's hard. Make it hard. Not watch a fucking 5 minutes of videos. That's what is safety? What is sportsmanship? Don't do things that make you look bad. Well, it doesn't make me look bad. That makes me cool. Slam into that guy, and I'll show all my cool friends who are assholes as well. You know, like, yeah, fuck it. Now it's become Mike's rant.
Right.
But that's my opinion on how to fix the game. If you do that, the game will fix itself.
That would help. It would help, I think.
It definitely would. I completely agree with that. You know, make it based on SR, not DR.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah,
it's just because there are way too many people that just drive like shit, smash into each other, and are still allowed to race. You see them in the next, you come into the next lobby, and there they are again. No safety rating drop, no nothing.
no.
Yeah.
There those sons of bitches are.
Yep. And that's what makes people like Jim pissed, because they happen every race because they just keep getting let back in the lobby because they're not penalized strong enough that they get back in and keep causing chaos. And guess what? The good drivers get frustrated and fed up with it and stop playing. So now you have for fucking Forza 7, for your game, where it's nothing but fucking chaos and dirty drivers that should be playing Wreckfest or something instead.
Right.
Yeah. It's just like, I just want to have it. I don't mind a little bit of rough racing if it's fair. That's the thing. If you're bumping and grinding a little bit, it happens.
Right.
It just does.
It does.
It's the dive
but
bombs.
The dive bombs. It's the intentional pull in front of you. It's the intentional smash into the side of you. That's
like here's the thing: is like they really did shit the bed when they did this game, because if they had done something like I was talking about there, and that right from the day one, right, the grind through the cafe booklets and everything else to get online would have been painstaking for a lot of people. You know what I mean? Like, even getting online would have deterred some people, because look how many people just drive through the AI and those things, just slamming through fucking quick as they can, just get it fucking done. You can't do that if that affects your availability to get online. Yeah, you unlocked all the booklets to get open, but you can't get on because your safety is negative.
Yeah. Well, they should be stricter in that too, in the single player mode with that shit.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, that's their biggest fallback, is because
coming to the SR.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're so lenient in single player and don't care what you do there, because it's just single player. Who cares, right? People do that and think that's more than acceptable for online as well.
Right, exactly.
And that's the big issue. And again, back to ACC, you have to play the game and play the game properly, 100% properly, to even be able to grind out to get online.
Yeah. I mean, I just got my first. I restarted on ACC PC and did the first race weekend. Yeah. I got 13 points toward my safety rating.
And did everything as perfect as you possibly could.
Did everything, yeah. And I had one incident. Incident with another car, and that car actually, the AI turned into me. The AI turned into me. I was passing them, and we were going into a corner, and it came over to go through a corner like it was supposed to do. Only I was there, and it ran into me, and it was like, your safety rating. There was a collision. Yeah. I'm like, Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? Like I was in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's the good thing about that game because, again, it unfortunately does penalize the innocent, like a virtual penalty system is going to do. It's not real life where you can add 5 seconds properly at the end of the race or black flag a guy or something like that. So it does it good enough though that the person doing it is oh shit, because he's most likely doing it more often than you're getting bumped. So it affects him more than it would affect you because it's only going to take 1 point or so per hit. And that 1 point sucks that you got that deducted for no reason because the guy behind couldn't slow down properly. But you're going to get away from him most likely. And second, he's going to hit somebody else and hit somebody else and hit somebody else a little bit. And he's not going to be online again. You know what I mean? So they did well enough that it does in the long run affect that bad driver. And that's what has to be done.
Well, they need to do something to start affecting bad drivers.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the worst part of it, though. With the ones we know about, and I won't say their names because I'm not giving them any.
Nope.
I'm not giving them any
validation
at all. So those people, if for some reason they do listen, which they probably don't because they're twats. Usually it's crazy because usually they are fast drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Like the two major ones that we've dealt with over the past 2 years are actually really fast drivers.
Yeah.
The one that we've been dealing with lately and the one that we've dealt with in the past. They're really fast drivers. And they can drive cleanly, they choose not to.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the other one, there's the one more too that also streams that's a fast driver also. But for some reason, there's that need to knock people off and do whatever they do for whatever, kicks they get. I mean, it's honestly, it's small penis syndrome.
Yeah. Well, there's also the fact that there's no real repercussions.
Right.
And again, that persons that we were talking about, for example, that are fast, and we know they are, and because they obviously got to the level where they are, and their qualify times and things like that, and their pace shows it. But they do these stupid things. If they didn't and had repercussions, they wouldn't do them either. Because now, I'm fast, but if I can't get into that lob because I'm a fucking dick that one race, you know what I mean? Like, again, you're going to be a streaming single player fucking offline because you're trying to get your SR because you're dirty as shit. Who's going to watch that?
Right.
I mean, those guys are going to have to fucking pull their shit together. Like it all, like, again, just keeps coming back to they have to do something to penalize everybody more. And even ourselves, you know what I mean? Like, revenge even, like.
Right. No, I agree with that.
As good as it feels to after you've seen a guy take out half the field for half the race, you know what, screw you, buddy, you're not doing this to any more people. It's going to impact us as well. Like that, we're going to be like, avoid that anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just it has to be done.
Well, tweet fucking whoever you need to at Sony or fucking me.
Listen to this.
Give them the message.
You listen to the podcast. We have a whole bunch of info for you.
Oh yeah,
just do it.
Just do it. That's right.
Yeah, tweet them the podcast. Tweet them this episode. Whoever needs to hear it, so they can implement it.
Yeah, because it's just. I mean, I don't want to race Gran Turismo anymore. And it's funny because I think, I'm going to have to upgrade my video card, definitely. I don't want to update my video card. I'd rather race Gran Turismo because it's just easier to get into and play.
Mm-hmm.
It
You
is.
have it. Everything's ready.
It
to
is.
Go.
It's. I mean, ACC is a grind.
Oh
It
yeah.
is. You know, it's a grind to get better at it. It's a grind to do anything with it. It's a grind, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it's a grind. Whereas Gran Turismo, you hop in, you can race some races, and hopefully have a good time. The problem is, it's not a good time right now. It's not.
Nope.
And I wish it. I wish it was better because I'd play Gran Turismo more. Gran Turismo has its
Yeah, me
issues.
too.
It's got its issues with dirty air. It's got its issues with poor race planning. You know, that's a big thing too. Like God damn it, Gran Turismo. Whoever you have deciding what your races are and the strategies are, they're bad. They're bad. They come up with good. They've had 2 amazing races over the last year. 2.
Oh, we're
The
about to
rain
hit
race?
March. We're about to hit March.
Yeah. You
Yeah,
got to
one
think about
years.
it. They had the Road Atlanta race in the Mazda MX-5s. That race I could have done over and over and over and over
Yeah, that
again
was
because
fun.
it was just an amazing race. Great
did a
driving,
lot.
fun
We did a
cars.
lot.
We did it all week long.
Long. All of us were on that race all week. We were.
You know,
Monday
the rain
through
race was great.
Sunday we were. Yeah.
Rain race is great because you didn't know what was going to happen.
Daytona's always fun.
Yep. Daytona's always fun.
But they just can't do it. They can't figure it out. They don't have the right people choosing what the races are going to be. They don't.
Is like, well, the other thing is like they have these good races, like you're saying, every so often, and it's very rare. It seems like, you know, but the other problem is the dirty air causes a lot of the races that could be good to not be good because you can't get close. You can't fight. Like how many like Group 1
I'm
races?
thinking today's race is going to be that way.
Like,
in the Group 2.
that's.
Yeah.
I think it
dirty
will
air is
be
gonna
until the
be a
update.
problem.
If they fix it in the update, you know, if they can fix that dirty air issue in the next update, they could make things a lot better because if the dirty air is going to be the way it's been, C is going to be a pretty tough, possibly kind of shitty race at times.
Yeah, it'll just be
you know, spread out static. You know what I mean? Like
basically where you qualify is where
carnagey because you got to die. The people are going to dive bomb corners because it's the only way to get by because of the dirty air.
it is.
You know what I mean?
That
Like,
downhill left-hander.
Yeah, things like that where, you know, I mean, it's going to make it real bad race, or they could fix it and actually have some good races because that could be a great race if you could race.
Yeah.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can get
Group
next
twos.
to a car.
I did
get
some
next to a car there, but if not, it's just going to be people spread out 2-3 seconds because they can't get close enough, and
I did some laps before the shits and giggles yesterday in Keys Lobby. I didn't do a race. I just wanted to do some laps, and it's fun. It's actually, once you got the layout in reverse in your head, it's a fun race.
I like that layout with those cars.
Yeah,
those cars.
Burial was doing it Friday.
Those cars are fast. They handle really well there without dirty air. You know, and it could, and if they fix it, it'll be a blast of a race, especially to those of you guys with DR.
Well, it better be.
Let me ask you this. Why did they change the formula on the new cars in Formula One? They changed the formula to make it closer racing. They wanted people to be able to drive closer to each other. Gran Turismo needs to do the same exact thing. We need to be able to be right on the back of each other.
Side by side, yeah.
To make it side-by-side racing. It just makes it more enjoyable for everybody. You know? Ask anybody, it's a beautiful game. It's a beautiful game. Yeah, I love looking at the game. It's a disappointment to head over to ACC because it's not as clean. It's just not.
I was just gonna say is again like Gran Turismo, take it from ACC. They have Slipstream. but they don't have dirty air so bad that it washes the front of your car
Yeah.
out from fucking 3 seconds back.
Absolutely.
You can race real close in
Absolutely.
ACC.
Yeah, you could go so close, but yet you still have the slipstream in the draft, but it doesn't cause your car to be uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Like that, and like it's like, again, something they need to adapt. Like, fix your game. It's not like it's not doable. iRacing, same thing. Like the footage of the new Rensport game, the same thing. They can drive close. There's a slipstream of draft. They're not getting washed out. Fix it.
Fix
Yeah,
it.
I
Fax it.
agree with that.
I'm
I
Batman.
agree with that. So we've
Batman.
got
Batman. I'm Batman.
you still have your deep voice.
Little
You still
bit.
have your deep voice.
Little
and
bit.
playing with it.
Yeah.
It's. I hope that tonight's races aren't that bad.
Yeah,
I'm
hoping.
really hoping.
I'm
Honestly,
hoping. And then the update comes tomorrow, so let's hope there's a little bit of tweaking with the dirty air.
Tuesday,
then-
Tuesday/Wednesday. Yep.
Hopefully this batch of cars is the last batch of cars that we get that we're not going to use ever. And they give us some updated race cars. Yeah, that we may.
Brake balance.
No,
We are getting
Are we?
the ring. Yeah, we're getting brake balance back on
Oh, yeah,
cars,
that's it,
but
yeah.
but that's only and we're getting the ring layout without the
Well,
kink. Or with
they-
the kink, excuse me.
With the kink.
Not the chicane, yeah.
Okay.
Which ring layout?
GP ring with
the Nürburgring sprint ring, possibly. Or
Without the chicane at the end?
yeah, without the
well,
chicane
no.
at the end.
Well,
the
no,
sprint,
it's not
like-
even that. It's when you come out of the Mercedes arena at the beginning there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's the
And then
it's that
when you come out of there, instead of going straight and then left down the hill, right down the hill into the hairpin,
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you come out of the Mercedes arena, boom, you're hooking hard right back around into the back. You're basically
it's the Nürburgring short course.
yeah. So you're still doing the chicane. You're just not doing that whole back half into the downhill into the hairpin and back up into Schumacher S and that.
Right.
You're cutting basically straight into the back, into the back straightaway past the little kink as well. Actually, no, just before the kink. Just before the kink.
Well,
Just
we'll be talking
before-
about that next.
yeah,
next Monday.
join us. Join
okay.
us.
I don't even know if it's that or it could be Grand Valley.
Ooh.
Nobody knows 100% sure yet.
100% sure. Oh, yeah.
Well, hopefully
I'm
it's
just
what
hoping some
happens.
updated race cars. I want the
Hopefully
C8R, and I want some other race cars. I want the new GT500 Nissan, the Z, that just won the championship last year. Add that
I want
to
the new Mustang.
Goddamn, yeah, the new Mustang. There's a lot of shit they need to add.
I
The Civic Type R, goddammit.
Hold on. What you're saying is you don't want cars that are 10 years old.
Yeah,
Like
no.
race cars that are 10 years old. We want updated
I
race
want
cars that
updated
are
shit.
now.
Now,
2020
Yeah.
and newer.
please, let's go.
2020 or newer.
Because it's a big week.
Lock.
It's a big week, guys.
Yeah.
VR this week.
Yes.
I mean, this is going to be huge. So, everyone,
Next week I could be dropping 600
ooh,
bucks. So, yeah,
Todd's
could
going to
be.
get it. Todd's getting it. And two, I think Kieran's put a poll on his YouTube. Only 20% of people have pre-ordered. 80% of his people have not. But I think after a week or two of this being
You
out
gotta wait and see.
and everyone
Yeah.
talking about it, I think she going to sell out, boys. She going to sell out, and it's going to be tough
I'm
to get.
I'm waiting to see. I have a Best Buy. My buddy works in electronics.
Oh, there you
I'm
go.
Sure I can order. Yeah, if you're like, dude, it's awesome. Yeah, I'll get it right away.
Yep, big week, guys. So, yeah, let's wrap this up. Episode 26. Everyone,
In the
thanks
books.
for listening to the pod. Share it with all your friends. We've been on the air for 6 months, and it's got a nice incline. So we're growing. People are
Thank you,
listening.
fans or
So, yeah, we
listeners.
appreciate it. All the support. Join us tonight on the stream. Tune in to PDX Sims YouTube channel, my channel, and subscribe because PSVR 2 videos are going to be coming out. You're not going to want to miss. You're not going to want to miss. Woo! And then, shoot us some topics or questions on the Instagram, PDX_sim_team. Or send us an email at the pdxsimteam@gmail.com. Anything else, boys?
If you want to be a guest, let us know.
Yeah.
No, I think you nailed it.
Everybody good?
So have a good week of racing.
Good week of racing.
And
We'll see you tonight.
Monday.
Yeah. See you tonight. Peace.